Welcome back to the 7 Deadly Sins anime review, episode number 76. We're here reviewing the 30th episode of the 7 Deadly Sins, the 4 Nights of the Apocalypse. Adapting from chapters 98 to 100 and the first 5 pages of chapter 101. Since they kind of adapted to chapter 100 with this very episode, in a way, they pretty much got 68 chapters for the whole series left to adapt. Which I'm still having this feeling that this season will end with the adaptation of the Demon Realm arc, which is going to start airing next week. Yes. So in this episode, right after, of course, Percival and his group defeated the female lady knife, I think it's Macduff, Macduff. I think that's her name. No, it's Tanich. Yeah, after she was defeated last episode, really easily at Percival. Like, really, really easily. Yeah, after she's defeated, and then, of course, basically to go look for, well. And also, Jay proceeds to, well, while they're basically looking for everybody else, while looking for Tristan, actually looking for Nazian. So, he proceeds to say to Essa, tells her this, you can hit me later for this. So then he proceeds to suck on her thigh to get the poison out. Which he does. And then he proceeds to tear off his sleeve and bandage her wound up. And it seems like everything's going good for a bit. And then Macduff shows up, who cuts all the sound, beats her up, and it seems like he's about to kill Essa. And then Jade, before this, Jada kind of brought up the fact that, he was one of the that's when he saved from a monster. Actually, it was Tristan who saved her. And Anne knows he's lying because she has been able to detect liars. My guess is he's doing this because here's the thing. It's kind of hints the fact that he's actually in love with Io. Yeah, he's in love with her. Now before this, after he saves her, he basically does ask her on a date, which she kind of laughs at that, but she likes to take it seriously before it happens next. So all this sound going on, and I was about to be stabbed with Macduff's hand, and then Jay managed to get there just in time for him to be stabbed right through the gut. And then, of course, basically, Jay dies in Anne's arms. So, Anne gets angry, uses gravity magic, nearly crushed the man. And of course, everybody shows up, and of course, Percival proceeds to heal the wounds, but doesn't revive him. He does point out to him, you revived yourself, why can't you revive him? And Percival's like, if I could have done that, I could have revived my grandpa. That's basically what he says. So yeah, Jade is the first major character to die of the good guys. And as of the current chapter of the manga, he's the only one who has died in the whole series. No one else has died. Percival's group all survived by the most recent chapter. Only Tristan's group lose member. Yep, so Macduff proceeds to find a way, of course his arm, which had a bunch of energy, his arm explodes, and he loses his glasses along with it, because apparently he's also blind as well. Yes, he's blind. So he proceeds to find Tanich, where she's either been captured by Percival's magic, or then proceeds to rummage through her jacket, take her flute, the son of monster of purgatory, and he's like, okay, I'll give you something in exchange for taking this from you. And he gives her one of his gloves. And they proceed to fly a creature from purgatory. So Chthon proceeds to summon a creature of flame to eliminate him. Meanwhile, Lancelot basically is shown that. By the way, we also see the Tristan where he's fighting. I want to make sure I get this name right. You have also an Io. Io's the female demon. Mm-hmm. In case you're curious, like how long is the very next arc? The next arc is 26 chapters. The current arc, as long as going on to chapter 54, is going on for about 17 chapters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this technically what we're doing from the anime. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is only the 8th arc of the whole series. Yep. Yeah. So, meanwhile, though, basically, Evelyn sees that after talking to Tristan that he actually helped her. Then, of course, she gets out and sees the fact that the companions were not killed by Lancelot. They all survive. And, of course, he also sees that Chthon basically uses his thing to kill one of the enemy. And then he and Gawain proceed to fly back. Of course, he goes to his fairy form, and then he notices a magic user is missing. Possibly he's noticing that Jade has died. And that's kind of the episode in a nutshell. And with this episode, we are just about done with because the anime at this point is just about done with adapting its arc. Now, here's the thing. I kind of predicted that this episode would not finish adapting the whole arc. Because I highly doubt they could adapt like 6 chapters in one episode. And that proved to be correct on that part. Because my theory was that not this episode, but the following episode will finish adapting this very arc. And yes. And once again, we're going to do the thing of the anime does is occasionally, where it does a couple times in the series. I think it's like the 3rd time I can think of in the series this, where they start adapting the very next arc in the same episode they finished up the previous arc. Yep. And where are they going next time? The Demon Realm. Yep, that's where they pretty much go next. And I think that's the arc where the last one before they have a time skip. Yes. Believe it or not, this series has a time skip. It's weird that the original series never did this at all, never did a time skip. But yeah, this series did. Yeah, it had one. Yes, there was time skip between the original series and this, which is like 16 years. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. Sequels do that all the time. But during the main series, yes, this is the first time they did this. Now, lucky enough it was only... Now, in case you're curious, how long was time skip for this series? Only 2 years. Yes. Now, like I said, the previous series did not explore time skip. There are series that have had time skips. Of course, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece has had one time skip I can think of. All these other ones have had one time skip piece. Naruto technically has had 2. Now, if you want to think of the series with the most time skips, there's actually 2 anime who are notorious for doing this. That being Dragon Ball and Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail had about 4 time skips over the course of over 300 chapters. Dragon Ball had, I don't know, about almost 10 time skips. Yeah, Dragon Ball loved their time skips because they like advancing characters. But it doesn't happen very often. Now you probably think, okay, didn't Tokyo Ghoul have a time skip? Yes, but not while publication made manga per se. They had to end the manga for a time skip. That one was like about 2 years, 2 or 3 years, I think it was. But it doesn't happen very often. Heck, even Soul Eater has had a time skip. Yes, Soul Eater had a time skip. Any other series you could I could personally think of had a time skip? Of the series I've seen? I think Inuyasha had one during the end of the series. I'm trying to think. Was there anything other one? I'm trying to think. Was there any others? No, Baruto. Yeah, he had one, but he had to end one particular series in order to launch a new one. So, but it's not a common occurrence, but it does happen. Do I think other series might do it? Oh, yes. Now, the only series I can think of that had a time skip was probably My Hero Academia. That one had probably the shortest time skip I heard. I think it was like about 2 or 3 months. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, but I don't think it's like a year-long time skip, whatever. Yep. But yeah, this is pretty much a particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not dislike button. Well, next up, which will be the last video of the evening, will be my review for Hunter x Hunter. And this one kind of feels like some stuff happens. We'll find out next. And then we're going to call it a night. Yes, we're going to call it a night. Yep. Be next video. Bye.